A timeline of cult-like, Zizian group tied to killing of a Border Patrol agent in Vermont. Published by PBS. Here's a look at the timeline of events in a series of killings that culminated in a January 20 highways shootout that killed a Border Patrol officer in Vermont. Read more. Leader of Zizians, cult-like group linked to 6 killings, ordered held without bail in Maryland. It is based on Associated Press interviews and a review of police reports, court records and online postings. Jack LaSota, a computer programmer and transgender woman living in the San Francisco Bay Area, starts writing a blog under the online persona, Ziz, with complex and sometimes rambling theories about technology, gender identity and human cognition. LaSota, who uses feminine pronouns, gets involved in the rationalist movement, a community that seeks to understand human cognition and is concerned with the potential dangers of artificial intelligence. LaSota attends programs organized by rationalist groups but splits from them after they reject her theory that the 2 hemispheres of the brain can hold separate values and genders. November 2019. LaSota and 3 others, Emma Boranian, Gwen Danielson and Alexander Leatham, are arrested during what they called a protest against sexual misconduct within rationalist organizations. August 2022. The U.S. Coast Guard responds to a report that LaSota had fallen out of a boat in San Francisco Bay. No body is found. An obituary is published. November 2022. Curtis Lind goes to court seeking to evict LaSota, Boranian, Leatham and others who have been living in vans and box trucks on his property in Vallejo, California, for non-payment of rent. On November 15, 2 days before the eviction deadline, Lind is impaled with a sword and partially blinded in an attack during which he shoots and kills Boranian. Concluding that Lind acted in self-defense, officials charge Leatham and Suri Dow with murder. LaSota is not charged, but police report having contact with her at the scene. December 2022. Rita and Richard Zyko are shot and killed in their home in Chester Heights, Pennsylvania, on New Year's Eve. A neighbor's doorbell camera captures audio and video of a car pulling up to their home, a voice shouting, "Mom," and another voice exclaiming, "Oh my God. Oh, God, God." January 2023. Police question the Zyko's daughter, Michelle, at her home in Vermont. A few weeks later, officers briefly take her into custody at a Pennsylvania hotel but release her without charges. LaSota, staying at the same hotel, is arrested and charged with obstructing the homicide investigation and disorderly conduct. July 2023. Felix Bockholt, also referred to in court documents as Ophelia, begins renting half a duplex in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. May 2024. Teresa Youngblood's parents report her missing in Seattle after she sends her mother emails saying she has moved in with a friend and changed her number. November 2024. Youngblood and Maximilian Snyder apply for a marriage license in Washington state. Also this month, Youngblood begins renting a condo near Bockholtz in North Carolina. January 2025. Youngblood and Bockholt check into a hotel in Lyndonville, Vermont, on January 14. Investigators put the pair under surveillance after a hotel worker reports concerns about their all-black tactical clothing and the gun Youngblood was carrying. On January 17, Lind, the landlord in California, is killed. Snyder is charged with murder, and prosecutors allege he was trying to prevent Lind from testifying against his earlier attackers. On January 20, U.S. Border Patrol officers pull Youngblood and Bockholt over on Interstate 91 in Coventry, Vermont. Agent David Malland and Bockholt are killed in a shootout. Youngblood, who is wounded, is charged with firearms charges. February 2025. The FBI searches the Chapel Hill property where a landlord says Youngblood, Bockholt and LaSota had been living earlier this winter. On February 16, LaSota was arrested in Maryland along with Michelle Zyko and Daniel Blank. They face charges including trespassing, obstructing and hindering and possession of a handgun in a vehicle. A judge ordered all 3 held without bail on February 18.